got something. I forgot to charge the iPad, so hey.
We are not live on TikTok today. So all the people that watch us on TikTok, they're going to have to log in online today.
It's a YouTube only day.
It's a YouTube only special.
YouTube exclusive only day, yeah. But yeah, welcome to episode 30. It's been a blast. It's been great. We've been recently talking a lot. We were here just chitting about our apps that we've been working on Base 44.
Yeah, go. What? No. Go on the website, dude. Go on. Don't we have a website? Pull it up, dude. Pull it up.
Jamie,
pull up the website, dude.
Do you want to start with Blue Orange Lab? Is that what you're saying?
Blue Orange Lab, dude.
Okay.
Just go on there. Put it up on the screen, dude. People want to see.
Okay. Please don't yell, man. I don't work well.
Are you the type of person that has like 15 tabs open?
I have easily 100 tabs open.
That's crazy, dude. I can't. That's chaotic. I don't work like that. If I can't see the tab, that's too many tabs. That's how I fucking see it. If I can't see the name on the tab clearly, then that's too many tabs. Some people are like 50 tabs. Like I'm like, dude, like I don't work like that.
I think you're just not living.
Then it's slow, and then it's like cookies are creating. Like,
let's see if I could share it on. I could also do it online. There you go.
What, dude? There you go. So what is this, dude? Solves real problems, dude. We are taking one problem at a time, and we're solving this, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong one. It turns out that I already had the window open on a different tab. I could have just done it there. Hold on. Not yet. Window to the wall.
Hey, there you go. So this is what we're talking about, dude. This is what's up. And it has a couple of projects that are already out and about. And we're going to add one more project maybe in the next week or something. I don't know.
Look at this. Building AI native solutions for underserved problems. Blue Orange Labs exists to identify and solve high friction, underserved problems across vertical markets. What does that mean?
Are you asking me? That sounds like very, very complicated stuff that we're doing here.
It sounds like it, but what we're really doing is focusing on 3 core principles and aspects of life, Bibhor. What are those principles, you ask?
Life, death, and the pursuit of happiness. Am I right?
That actually is correct.
Damn.
My goodness gracious. I'll give you $1 million if I had one. But the 3 things that ultimately exist between humans, which is life, death, and connection, is what we kind of define happiness as, is in our pursuit of happiness. But a connection, I think. Though you're getting my gears turning, maybe we should change that to the pursuit of happiness.
Put some American flag out there, dude. Like, we gotta love it, dude. Capitalism.
We gotta reinvigorate the idea of what that actually means.
And once we make it to the top, all the people at the bottom, we're gonna.
No.
But these are the 2 of our things that are released already. So one is called Contract Guard.
Yep.
And Contract Guard is very simple. If you ever thought about, hey, like, I'm reading this contract that's 40 pages. I'm really not reading it. I need to read a quick summary. And you upload this, and you get a quick, easy to read summary broken down, see where your risks are, what you should be aware of. And it's super simple. And you can upload 1 contract or 2 contracts for free, I think, per month. And there's a paid version. So if you're a small business, or if you're somebody that works with a lot of like vendors, this is perfect. And then our second one is Better Will AI, dude. And simply put, this lets you protect your family in 15 minutes or less, dude. Simple as that. It's cheap, affordable, and it's valid.
It's come to my attention in this kind of pursuit of kind of the 3 pillars is that what was the statistic? 60% of people don't have a will.
Yep, 60%, more than 60%. I think it's like 75. Like very, very low amount of people have and I think more people like tend to do it later in life, but it's a piece of paper, and I think you should have it pretty early if you have kids. Like it's like, oh, okay, like, and
anytime you have an asset, don't you think? I mean, the minute you have anything, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, correct, but for sure, if you have kids, I think you should have it just because it protects from the unknown. That's what it protects from. Protects from the unknown. And then the last one that we're going to put up here any day now, it is called Event Pick Hive. And simply put, what it does is it allows you to generate a QR code that you can share for anyone to upload pictures for that particular event. So on the back end, you create an event, generates a unique QR code and a URL, and then you share that QR code at your wedding. So let's say a guest can just submit a picture of your event. It could be for a corporate events. Let's say you go to like 4 or 5 events per year, and then you need to gather pictures from those events and so forth. Again, I see a ton of use case for this. And simply put, there are some applications that are out there that do similar stuff, but at the end of the day, they charge a ton for a singular event. And we're like, you know what? Like, honestly, like this should be cheaper. That's it. And it works for everything. So like if you guys are like, say, a rave goer, let's say you're a rave goer,
I've been known to go to a rave or two.
And guess what? You just have friends. You just have it's an album you share with your friends. Even people on different phones. It keeps it up there forever. Like it's safe. It's cool. It's cool. You put it up there. You take it away. They're reading the code, dude. They're reading the code. Hide the code, dude. Ah, crap. Take it away, dude. Leicester City champion, dude. What are you doing? Basically exposing our secrets out there, dude.
In case you didn't know, we use Base 44, man.
Yeah, Base 44 should pay us, dude. Anyways, don't mind what you just saw up there. That was not the code of
it wasn't any
what
code.
we're trying to do here.
There was no code.
But did you stop sharing on the thing too?
I did share. Well, yeah, because it is still a work in progress, everybody. Because right now I just tried to show it live and it failed on the page. So
it failed?
Yeah, it did.
What do you mean?
That's what I mean, man. It failed.
How did it fail?
Okay. You want me to show you and share it with everybody?
Yeah. Let's just see.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta sign in.
Oh, you can't sign in with that email, Oscar.
No, I can't.
So now it's your fault.
Well, technically,
you're trying to blame my hard work.
I'm not blaming your hard work.
You're saying it failed. You're saying, Bob, you failed.
I'm saying it failed. Okay, hold on.
You think you can do this time? Or have you logged in from this account? I'm sure you've logged in from this account.
No, but I'm going to create a free account right now.
But you already logged into this account. So, okay. You got
I have too many accounts.
Use the...
None of them are pro accounts.
Oh, okay. So right here, share this.
Okay, I'm sharing it right now. Don't tell me what to do, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So everyone gets a free account. And then you get one event per month, and then you're limited to amount of photos and videos. If you're on the,
we live in the ghetto.
We live in the ghetto, dude.
Yeah,
you heard that,
man. Temecula is a ghetto. Who would have thought, man?
I saw this video of this guy in the Inland Empire, and he's talking about the ghetto-ness of Temecula.
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, the pond, dude. That's dangerous." Hey, you're sharing the wrong page.
On YouTube, I'm not sharing the wrong page.
Dude, this is what I mean. That like you use like a really shitty mouse.
You know what I'm saying is that I'm a producer. Hold on.
Dude, take it off the
can we show that or give a little bit of honor to Oscar and say, hey, Oscar, you are the producer of this show.
You are the producer of this show.
You have somehow become Jamie.
And honestly, I'm quite impressed over the last like 5-6 months that we've been doing this. Maybe you really put it together. Dude, you know what I'm saying the production has gone up significantly since we've got these two things. There's lights, cameras. We have audio. We had guests come in one time.
We have thumbnails, like a thumbnail picture that actually looks like one of those like legit YouTube. I learned a little bit, man. It's pretty cool, man.
Okay, so we're on this page. So it looks simple, right? So bam, you log in and you can create an event. So start a new hive, dude. Boom, and then is that what happens?
That's one of the things.
See. There you go, guys.
This is what happens when you
build an app and fails utterly in the middle of it. Okay, so we'll fix that. Anyways.
I feel like Steve Jobs.
Yeah, it does feel like Steve Jobs. It's not going to work, dude. It's going to keep doing that thing. Right, start it from there. Create a new. Okay. Well, anyways,
Such is life.
such is life. So what it's supposed to do is it lets you create an event, and then
Can I stop sharing?
yeah, you can stop sharing. Damn, killed the mood here. Anyways, have you seen One Piece?
No, I still have not seen One Piece.
Anyways, yeah, but we'll put out a demo. It should work. I don't know what's happening. Oscar's fault. But anyways,
Getting a phone call from
Mexico.
ours. No,
Oh shit!
I just don't know who it is.
It's probably like, why aren't you doing the? Weren't you on live, dude?
Probably, man. They're trying to see where the podcast is at. If they call back, then maybe I have to take it because it could be an emergency. You got to be safe. You never know when.
All right, so
when
dude,
things go down.
getting back to this One Piece business.
I over the past few days have watched the story of One Piece broken down. And now I realize how intricate you mean that this story is. That it isn't just about Luffy, this one pirate. Luffy is actually just kind of the main little character there but that is surrounded by this whole universe of this other thing.
You have to think about no one has written. Now I'm sure when I'm saying no one, like I'm sure someone has done it, and like no one has written a story this good continuously for this long. It's not like a book where like, oh, it's like multiple books, series of books come out, like, and you write one book after the other. No, this guy is going out there and putting out fucking story every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hard. For 30 years? Imagine writing the same fucking story for 30 years, dude. And like, there are things from 30 years ago that are like, oh shit, there's no way he fucking knew that. There's no way he did that on purpose. Like, you know, and there's stories like that come up. So anyways, you got to watch it, dude. You know, this is what I say. So there's One Piece, right? And the biggest problem with One Piece, according to like people that watch One Piece and the fans and stuff, is they call it pacing. So One Piece has a very slow pacing.
Yeah.
It just takes, there's a lot of world building. So it's very, very slow in terms of how things are going. It takes forever for something to happen. So this guy created this thing called the One Pace. I think it's called One Pace. And it's basically a shortened version of the One Piece. So they really boiled the One Piece down into like One Pace. Is it a Discord? I think it's a whole thing you can watch. Right there. What is that?
OnePiece.co. Wow.
Oh, they shut it down. They might have shut it down. So basically, this guy had completely shrunk down One Piece and taken out all the episodes. All the bullshit they didn't need to see. It edited everything out.
You should just make it go quick.
So it shortened the season down to 400 to like 450 episodes. So you know how it's like 1,000 right now. It's like 1,040. I think that's where the episode is. The anime, right? So he basically boiled it down to 600.
All the other stuff is fluff.
Yeah, well, not fluff, but it's just like it's with what's called the One Piece, and basically, I think it's being done through like Netflix or some giant production house. And the whole point of it is the smaller, shorter One Piece. So basically, telling the story of One Piece instead of like 90 episode for the first season, it's like 20. So they're condensing the story. And they do this with a lot of animes to like make sure like they're up with the current times. Because if like the current people like that watch anime are going to be they want high paced stuff, action, quick, especially with like like all these new things that are coming out. It's very quick. Story builds up quick, where One Piece is like takes forever. Like it really doesn't get interesting until like episode like 40 in like season 1. Because it's just slow.
Yeah.
And especially with the anime, like
does it keep you interested though? Like or is it like something like I haven't seen One Piece, I'll be honest. So I'm speaking like all I've watched are like the Cliff Note YouTube videos where it condensed the entire
I've seen those too, yeah.
Yeah.
I think what it is like so I watched all of Naruto. I've watched basically up to whatever's out for One Piece. And I watched pretty much all of Dragon Ball Z, right? And I watched some other stuff like in there as well. But Naruto, for example, right? You get into the action real fast.
Yeah.
Like the series starts, and then basically within like the 10 episode, within like I don't even know like what the Zabuza character he comes in, like the scene gets very intense very fast. Most shows are like that. One Piece is not like that, dude. It takes a minute.
It's like a slow burn kind of thing.
But that's what makes it good. And then also I think what hurts it now is like it's hard to watch the stuff that's made 30 years ago now because the anime quality is so poor. I think so. Like, if you watch the episode today, so if you just pull up and say, I'm going to watch, episode 1040, which was just came out last week, let's say, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is like epic, like animation, right?
Yeah.
Then you go back and watch the first episode, and you're like, oh my god, I'm watching stick figures.
The arms are not; they're all like
right. So like, it's hard to get
yeah.
along into a show when it's like that, like.
Poorly drawn kind of thing.
Not poorly drawn. It's behind. It's we're 30 years in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's probably very, very good for the time.
Time has changed. Yeah,
but like we have
that.
just been, we are better now. Like we are more
advanced.
Consumption of our video quality has gone up so high. Like
Well, yeah, I mean, things have become a little bit easier just to I imagine to reproduce and to redo and everything like that compared to 30 years ago. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, one thing I think about all the time is I remember like buying a big screen TV. Like this used to be a big deal. I remember going to Sears. I don't know if people that know this. There should be a place called Sears.
I think it still exists.
Sears still exists?
Yeah.
I've not seen the Sears in a while. Anyways, we bought a TV at Sears and it cost like $3,500 at the time. And it was like this fucking massive TV. Like, and people don't know, like, TVs used to have this thing that's extended out on the back. Like, there's the back. There used to be a back on the TV.
The thing is way more like
right. It's like the TV had an ass. Like, it's just, and over time, I think TV's starting to get flat screen. But this TV was 64 inch. Like, and this is back in 2001, right? This is massive TV for back then. And had speakers like that were like a foot and a half, maybe 2 foot big speakers. So the TV was like huge. Like, it's like probably taller than I was back then, right? And it was lit.
You're like at the movie theater every day. Yeah,
go to like Costco recently, and then I'm like, holy crap, you could buy this like epic ass like 80-inch TV for like $5.99.
Yeah. Pause though. That was badass, but getting that shit out of your house is the worst thing ever. It's like, how do you lift? Like the TV weighs like 500. If it was upstairs, even worse.
What happened? Like if you think about it, like technology in the TV space amplified so fast, so quick. Like something happened, and then bam, we just went from like, this big ass fucking TVs to like flat screens and way cheaper. Like what the fuck changed? Like their TV games just got better, like way better, right?
I think a lot of people got into the market. Have you ever seen or listened to the podcast How I Built This?
No.
There's a really cool podcast on, I think it's NPR. It's How I Built This with Guy Raz. And he interviews a bunch of founders, builders, CEOs of just how I built whatever, right?
Okay.
And one of them was the founder of Vizio. You know that he survived that plane crash in Korea.
When it was a plane crash?
It was Korea to LA, and it crashed. It didn't make it off the runway, or was landing there. And
man,
he was one of the only survivors. And he talks about that kind of like nonchalantly, but ultimately he kind of talks about that whole wave of people getting into TVs, kind of like in the 90s, 2000s, and kind of saying like around 2005 is when it really took off, of just like flat screens, of you being able to use kind of the same technology that monitors were being able to leverage. LEDs and like different other technologies were advancing, and they're able to package it in a better way, cheaper way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people came into the market because I feel like it's a really poor business decision to come into a market that is basically racing to the bottom.
But think about this: in 2001, That's when China got introduced to the World Trade Organization. That's when they kind of got
I guess that's what happened. Maybe China got into the game. Like maybe that's what happened.
well, everything became a lot cheaper to produce. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, it's
that's
like
probably true.
it. I mean, it wasn't immediate, but like within a few years, like think about that. You're talking about 2001, and that was like, damn, that was the best.
Oh, things always come down to China, dude. Like,
Well,
what do you think? Like, okay, so think of it like this, right? Like, so China has, obviously, has taken its people out of poverty into like a different social economic
the Great Leap
class, right?
Forward.
Like, no, not even the Great Leap, even from like 2000 to like now, right? Like, the people in China, wealth in China has gone up. The people, the middle class of China has gone up, right? And then that overall has like a very big impact in your manufacturing culture, because people don't want to fucking manufacture. Like, you want high-end jobs. Let's say like you get out of this poverty, right? You don't want to fucking go and like scoop up shit still. You want to, you want to have your kids go to college and do better, more jobs. That essentially creates like this cycle of like maybe in 30-40 years China will no longer be making like manufacturing products, because they're going to move into like where America, like, where America is in terms of like, we produce a lot of service. We produce a lot of service. We're a SaaS service industry, basically, right? Like, that's where America makes a lot of its money.
Yeah. I don't know.
Technology, selling to some form of technology. We sell service. Like, what are we talking about? We sell ice.
But like I think then we run into the problem that we're running in today with Trump and everything like that, of us kind of returning back to an isolationist kind of country of just like America first. We're shutting ourselves off, kind of going back to like, and other countries are following suit.
I feel like those.
Hold on, give me a second. And I think it's, fuck, I lost my point. Damn.
My bad.
You're good.
I think I understand what you're trying to say, and I'll connect it back. Is like that idea in essence of like building America back.
I remember. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cut you off now.
Okay.
Seeing the repercussions that are existing now because of kind of what we did. I think what we did was trade off those manufacturing jobs because we say, hey, we don't want to do this. But we also thought or assumed that we were going to become a lot better, like maybe high skilled labor or other things like that. And we kind of didn't, it's like, and so now to an
that's not
hearing it
no,
here,
we
I guess, like we're
society. Like, we were building cards, we were building like America was a building nation, right?
for sure.
And then we went from building nation to a service nation.
Yes.
We provide services, goods, technology services to the world. That's
100%.
what we are, the powerhouse of that. AWS runs the world, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's what we switched to, which in turns is like, you want to produce a manufacturing good that, let's say a China plate, right? That is $20, or do you want to sell goods that you can charge $200, right? And eventually society moves to that regardless. As you advance through society, that's what happens. You have like, first you're in poverty, then you go through some sort of industrial revolution within your country where you move into like producing more efficiently. And then you move, like, that first starts there. It starts from like farming, right? You produce farming things easily. Then you go into more advanced things. Okay, like, so now we got farming and we're eating good. Let's go produce like, we could probably produce cars easily.
Sure, you upskill and everything.
Eventually,
like that.
It's service.
But again, if you're China and you're kind of seeing this, and they're looking at us as the example, and you're saying they're going to one day become the United States, and they see the security threat that it ultimately has become, because ultimately, if we manufacture nothing, if no one manufactures for us, then for us to stand that up is not something that happens within a month. Standing up that it takes is a huge thing. It's ultimately a security risk. What is the bet is that globalization. If we're all trade partners, there'll be peace. So we don't have to worry about wars, or we don't have to worry about security, because we would all fail. It's kind of like that nuclear risk. But
here's what I think. I don't know what China will do, and I don't know what China will do, right? But what I do know is and we are a capitalist country. So in the United States, you are always going to push to market efficiencies, right? So I think what we realize is like China, we switched our manufacturing in China because China would produce the best manufacturing, like at scale. And not, I don't know about the quality, like the quality and whatever is aside. At scale,
South Korea.
they could produce goods at a cheaper, faster rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And market will always move towards that. And I think even in China, to a degree, like if there's and you can try to suppress it. I think the Chinese government is like, yes, you are right. There's a security concern of not being able to produce, vaccines, let's say, for your country, right? Like, sure.
Well, I mean, we're just again,
ventilators, whatever. All we saw some supply chain stuff, that kind of stuff being broken down. But ultimately, you can only suppress that for so long, and the market will self-correct itself because somebody else is better at producing that because your time is not useful producing that stuff because you should be producing stuff that's worth more. And again, you can suppress that using your government and your
I mean, I think ultimately you're correct. Like, I mean, the machine will correct itself. The machine will keep moving, but the question becomes is like, how fast is that feasible, right? And in that time equation, how many lives are lost, right? Or like how many? What's the worst kind of equation kind of thing?
I think we're already seeing a lot of that, right? Like I think we're seeing a lot of manufacturing move from China to other countries, to India, to Vietnam, to Malaysia, Nepal, right? Like it's already happening because what's happening is like per capita income in China is rising significantly, right? Those jobs aren't moving to Japan. Those jobs aren't moving to South Korea. Those manufacturing jobs are moving to countries that have cheaper labor. And that's always going to happen. And eventually those countries will come out and we'll move to like, let's say like, somewhere in Africa. Like, but again,
Africa.
Or we get to a point in society where like, robots are doing all this thing. Like what I realized, and I saw this thing, Patrick Bet-David, I don't know, like if you follow him or not, but he's a podcast and kind of a little right wing guy. But anyways, one of the videos that I saw in the United States of people and they don't have any income left because they didn't plan retirement. Think about that, right? You've only planned for 15 years for retirement, 20 years for retirement, but because healthcare is getting so good, you're living for longer and you don't have money anymore. So like, and I was like, damn, that's a huge issue. And what's happening is like, to solve this, you have to use certain level of technology because like there's a huge, it's a problem that a lot of people are going to face as you get older. Because people are, like each next generation, it's only going to amount to a large problem because you're going to live a little bit longer. So how do you set yourself up? Like how many years do you plan out in the future for?
What are the repercussions of like extending? I don't know. It sounds shitty, but it's like the retirement age. You could just work.
That's
longer.
Not the point. I mean, that is the point, but like, I think they're already doing that. I think they're already looking to extend the retirement age. Like, what was the? So it's probably happened somewhere in the 1900s, right? Did you try Atlas? It's a piece of shit browser.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just like it's basically ChatGPT with Google like on top. Like it's literally a ChatGPT that we do.
Google just signed a big deal with Anthropic today or something like that.
Dude, really I think Apple is just fucking falling behind.
Oh, dude. Yeah. If I were them, I would have bought like Anthropic
they would. They would Anthropic probably not, but they should buy like Perplexity or like buy something.
Yeah.
And build on top because you are getting significantly behind on this game, this race. Yeah. Like,
and you so easily can build that into your products and everything like that, and then
you should have. They should have done it from the first. They should have been like, you know what, we're building our own model.
Well, that's what they're trying to do.
That. No, they're not. They're not building their own model.
No, there's Apple Intelligence.
No, there is, but like it's ass.
That's the problem. They're building it, but it's like compared to it, it's like it's not.
Yeah, because like I think it's like
They have to buy a company, or I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
So
They should have bought Anthropic. Like that would have been like the goat.
oh,
That would have
dude,
been
they
the
would
goat
have been.
move, dude.
Anthropic. Speaking of Anthropic, also just
300
the
billion, dude.
biggest issue that I had with them before is that they didn't. They rate their chats, right? So if your chat goes too long, they say this chat is long. You have to start a new chat.
I didn't like that.
And it didn't have a really good memory of looking at your other chats to pull the reference of
Now
what
there's
you're.
the folders.
So it just has memory now, essentially. So now it will understand, like kind of like ChatGPT, where it's like it'll understand the different context of like your project, for example.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Anthropic gives the best answer, though. I think it's not up to par, just like to OpenAI as far as how much I could use it, the efficiency, and being ahead. It's already like the memory thing has already been around for a while. It's like
Yeah, I think Chat. Yeah, I have Gemini, right? So, and I end up using ChatGPT a little bit more just because it's easier, and I have like everything. Like it's, I've been using it for so long, so it knows me. It's hard to like. Oh, it's just so much easier just going there and doing it. I need to start like building memory on Gemini better. It does get pretty good responses. So, what was the life expectancy when it first started? Well, what was the yeah? How long did people fucking like live till in the 19 fucking yeah?
let's see, what was the life expectancy in sorry, going back to the life expectancy of people for retirement age. So in 1935, the life expectancy was 60 to 65 years old. And the retirement age was.
Can you like?
Hold on. Let's just take a second for that. So the government said, hey, the retirement age, 65. They also knew, hey, what's the average lifespan of a normal person in the US? 65. Giggity. That's messed up, dude. Think about that. Yeah.
And then back then, those guys are working like steel mills and like all those like, what are those the things that are like asbestos? You know what I'm saying? Like they were taking asbestos up their lungs and shit. Like
The government was banking they wouldn't make it to the retirement age, pretty much. That's what they said. They set the bar so high, man. 1935.
And now people start outliving the thing.
Yeah.
Dude.
So in 1983, when they moved it up to 67 years old, it was the average age was 74.46.
Can you tell it to, based on historical data, can you tell me what the expected life expectancy would be in 2050? Can you tell it to draw like a pattern or regression? Damn, this is why I love like fucking AI, dude. Like I don't have to like, you could do this. I could, open up Excel, download each year and like upload the data and like fucking just takes time.
That's the thing.
And bam,
and knowing how to do Excel, knowing how to do
boom,
things,
it just gave me that.
like,
So it's saying by 2050 life expectancy will only go up by like 7 months.
80.4. Well, is it because like look at this, from 1983 it was 74.46, which is the last time they raised
Okay,
it.
now based on
2025, hold on, this year is 79. So it's only gone in 40 years almost. It's only gone up 5 years.
Jamie, give me the year 3000. Give me the year 3000, dude. I want to live a long time. How long do you think you're living? Before you put that in, how long do you think you're living? 115 years.
Get out of town. Nah, hopefully like 90 years.
You think only 90?
Yeah, hopefully.
In 1,000 years? Get out of here. 100 and it's above 100. Let's see. I could be dead wrong because the scenario can't like, fucking.
Yeah, it's theoretical.
No, dude, just tell it to do it. Just run a regression. Just to fuck off, ChatGPT, dude. Fuck you, dude. Like, are you serious? Like,
what it's saying in short is life expectancy. It did do it for you. So life expectancy in 3000 could range from 120 years to potentially ageless, depending on technology, biology, and civilization trajectory.
Damn.
But it's saying based on data,
at least
120 years.
At least we'll live 120 years, dude. That's crazy. Imagine.
That's also ceteris paribus.
What happens like if you live forever? Like what would happen to the concept of like money? Like, because there's no like there shouldn't be like it'd be pointless. Or I'm sure people will still try to figure out a point for it, but like you live forever, dude. I mean, someone would just be poor forever.
I mean, there's a lot of issues, I guess. Like that sucks.
I feel like they have to figure out like
food would also become an issue, don't you think? Over time?
No, nothing. You just live forever. You don't need to eat anymore. You just live.
What do you mean?
No, you are just.
You need nutrition to.
No. It's my fucking reality, dude. Like you don't need. You just get to live forever.
I see.
But like you don't have to eat.
It could be a synthetic drug, yeah, that you just inject every day, and that's like your nutrients.
Yeah, you got a patch, like.
Yeah.
What do you like? I think that like what is the current? I feel like then at that point people start traveling like space, dude. You have to start getting out of this planet, dude. You can live forever. You can just go on a plane and it's like on a thing and just voyage forever. Imagine, dude, you're just gone, dude.
Mission to Mars.
Mission anywhere. Why
Did
Mars?
You hear some jazz about 2 moons?
Oh, I did. It's it's like an asteroid or something like that's like pretty close to Earth, and that's like kind of getting pulled in our like gravitational pull.
So we may have another moon.
I think there is another moon. I think it's visible now. You can actually go outside and look. The dark side of the moon.
Will Earth have 2 moons orbiting it? No. Everything was 1 day ago. I think I missed the news.
Dude, Bobcoin, dude.
Dude, what was the thing that I sent you? Coinbase bought a podcast. Hold on, let me give you some accurate news here.
On this episode of the Good News.
So on LinkedIn, Coinbase just spent $25 million on a single NFT and then burned it. Not for art, not for hype, but to bring back the legendary Up Only podcast with Kobe and Ledger. It could be Oscar and Bibhor, I'm just saying. The NFT included a clause stating that once it was burned, it would trigger production of 8 new episodes. Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, even confirmed it himself on X post. $25 million for a podcast, period. Let that sink in, period. It's bold, but it shows where Web3 and media are heading. Content is becoming a digital asset. Smart contracts are now commercial agreements, and creators have real leverage. This move isn't just marketing. It's a signal that Web3 IP talent and community reach are valuable enough to justify venture-level deals. Imagine if every podcast, YouTube series, or open source project could be revived or licensed like this, with ownership and delivery verified on-chain. The lines between media, tech, and crypto infrastructure just blurred a little bit more.
Is there a way to like get on like on a ledger? Can our podcast be on a ledger? Like how do we make this into an NFT? Like how do we make like video into an NFT? Is that possible?
I mean, you could technically make any media into an NFT, but what do you want to like leverage? What is the contract, I guess? What's the point of the NFT? What does it give you? What is it? What's the purpose of it?
It's our podcast, right? And
so you just say you have ownership.
It just burns over time, and it just becomes valuable. Like it's just a store of value. Again, like we're making it seem like it's a very complicated thing. It's just a store of value, and then we can use our content as rights. You know what I'm saying? Like just like, and then eventually, guess what happens? Let's just say we say we're only gonna do 1,000 episodes. There will only be 1,000 episodes of our podcast ever. Right? Then we write that down. We're like, fucking that's on the ledger. Right? And each episode we do, we burn some coins. And then as we get closer and closer to 1,000, it should have some value now. What is value? Like it's a perceived value.
My gears are turning for the wrong reasons. We're focusing on the wrong people. But we're stop deviating from the plan. I'm all starting to think I'm like
Bobcoin, and then
but then I could add a clause in the contract that says like, hey, for $100 million, we'll bring it back for 8 episodes. Like with these.
No. What you could do is dude, you know what's a good idea? So we put everything on NFT, and then people listen. People can buy our podcast like clips.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like whatever we say, right? Like. So that instant can become like an NFT clip. Oh, like he said this, and we only do 1,000 episodes, so like it's limited. What I say on the air is going to be limited. Bam. You know what would be crazy? It's like after 1,000 episode, I will never talk again. Like, just imagine that. Like, that's like, you will never hear me talk again. But if I was someone like uber famous or like a famous singer, and that's your thing, like after 1,000 episodes, you'll just stop talking ever. It's the last time you'll ever hear this person's voice. That's a value, right? Like, I don't know for who. Like, that's like,
I guess so. Yeah, you saw it that way and everything like that. What a good way to retire as well. It's like, hey man, it's not me. It's I made this agreement. You'll never hear my voice. So
do you imagine coming up to like 999 episodes or 998 episodes? You're like, one more episode. I would fucking now make that episode for a long time, dude. Like,
I'll take your time.
Yeah. Hey, but can we make a Bob coin, dude? How hard is it to make a coin? I feel like you have to have some initial investment into like, how do you ICO a coin? Oh shit! How long we've been going on for a minute, dude? Getting hungry.
Let's see this really fast. And I also have some good news.
Dude, I want to go fishing again. You know?
Are you an expert on bluefin?
No, but that was pretty good though. I have a little bit left. I should make it like sometime soon. The path to Bobcoin. I like how they said that. Ethereum base. Okay. Ask it, how do we make this make sense to us? Like, I want the coin to have a purpose and somehow attach to our podcast. Like how can I like scam people? Don't say it. I didn't want to say it. I didn't say it. See, like, that's what I mean. Like, well, it doesn't. I feel like a lot of people make money like just being creative and like dumb shit. Like,
people support, interesting things. You just have to market. It's all marketing. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like it all. Like we just got to focus on that. We got to figure that out, man. And if we can figure that out, everything else will become easy. Then the idea of Blue Orange Labs, of us acquiring other things, we'll do the marketing. That's because that's what everyone else is failing at. They don't know how to do that.
We'll come in and we'll fucking market the shit out of it.
They just don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
We don't know how to do it. So we got to figure it out.
Yeah. No, that's true. Like that's that's always the hardest part, right? Like, just because you build it, they will not come. Just because you have the greatest product, they will not come, dude. You have to be able to get that product in front of the fucking people.
Even harder with AI now because it's so easy to build. There's so much caca floating to the top of the thing, so it's even harder to get yourself out of there.
See the Bob coin use case. I didn't think about that. That's a good one, dude.
Use case for Bob
reward. We can give out Bob coins to people. We can be like, hey, you come on our podcast, you get some Bob coins for free. Like, we make like billion coins because you give out coins. Like, we started out like.
Are there any rules about paying people to come to your podcast, like in crypto and everything?
No, you just come, you get a reward. Like, hey, there's no reward in giving out coins. You just get coins. Like, it's right now, it could have like a fucking booty value. Like, you can buy the entire supply for fucking $100. You know, we'll just like.
What interesting idea! A reward system to come in, being a supporter and everything like that.
Yeah, and over time, like, and then like I said, like, you get like like, you can almost make it to where you can, like, you get like 1,500 like Bob coins. You can buy like a Bob shirt. Like a marketplace.
You can have a marketplace for all the.
But how do you make this is a good use case, right? But how do you make this into like a thing? Like, how do you like?
Limited NFT drops for premium listeners to your show by Bob.
So how do we create a token? I feel like that's the thing. How do you create a token?
So we can do it on Base or Polygon.
Trump has a token called Trump Coin.
Yeah.
Dude, I am. I probably shouldn't be saying this on a fucking on the podcast, but like, if that shit goes through like a shit ton of money, I'm fucking dropping my shares. Imagine, like, let's say like that fucking Bob coin goes to like $1 million, dude. I'm selling all my fucking coins.
Pump and dump. Yeah.
I'm saying this right now.
They're gonna use this in court when they're like, "Hey, Bibhor, were you doing pump and dump?" No. He's like, "I'm gonna be doing a pump and dump."
No, I didn't. No pumping. I'm just saying, like, No. Right now, we're just giving out to our fans, dude. People come. Hey, you get a coin. You get a coin for coming to our show, dude.
If you build it, they will come.
Is it that hard? It can't be that hard, right?
It's not like
I see dumbasses make coins all the time. Like, it can't be that hard.
it's not impossible. We could do it.
That would be like the funniest fucking thing. We got like Bob Coin, dude.
That is something interesting and something different.
People come to our podcast to get some Bob Coin. And we can put value in the Bob Coin. Like it could be a tradable like equity, right? Right? Like
Yeah, it would be on the marketplace and everything like that.
Yeah.
The coin would be able to be on like.
Yeah, we can have like a 10 trillion supply, and we can just give out like these fucking random ass coin to people. That's actually pretty funny, dude. I feel like that shit would work. We would have people that would just come on to our podcast just to get some coins.
Yeah.
And then you can swap those coins for something else, right? Because you can use like Pancake Swap and like swap those coins out. Sushi Swap or some shit. Like,
yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Like, I don't think where I'm going with this is like, oh, this like it's not. Like, it was stupid when we were first saying it, and now I'm like, oh, like this is actually a thing. We can create a reward system.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a very interesting idea from the like perspective of like a creator like you and I, or like anybody who's creating, right? How do you get viewers? Well, you can incentivize them in a way of like, hey, well, this is a reward,
and it's your own monetary system. You're creating an ecosystem of your own. Like your coin is your brand.
In essence, yeah. So the more people that go into it, the more value the NFT itself will also gain. Yeah. Like the more value your show or whatever it is that you're producing is, because it's getting more attention. Right. So it's kind of like,
it's not a bad idea.
I'll tell you why this is also interesting, is because this is the issue that I had in Mexico when we did the essentially like when I'm trying to build with that app, was like them doing the heart surgeries and having to do logistically. They have issues with the logistics of getting the supplies to each hospital for every heart surgery and everything like that. And the biggest issue was doctors just kind of say like, well, hey man, like, I mean, I don't want to change my ways. I'm not going to pay you for me to have to change everything that I know how to do when I know how to do it, kind of thing, even if it will save me time. So in essence, what they're saying is you have to pay me for me to use it, right? Well, this is a way that you can incentivize them to, I guess
you can do it. It's a kickback, dude. You can literally create a kickback system.
Well, it's like a reward system. Yeah,
like, call it whatever you want, but like it's essentially we can reward viewers for coming and listening to us.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea.
It's not terrible. And then it also sits on its own market, and so people just want to buy the Bob coin. They have the prerogative to buy Bob coin,
and then you can spend Bob coin to have us talk about like topics.
Yeah,
like 50 Bob coins. You pay 50 Bob coins back. We'll do stuff like
that's not get crazy. I'll get a wedgie for sure.
500 Bob coins. Like, oh shit, like. This is pretty funny. Again, like I think we're on to something here, but like we might be too small to like actually go forward and like do something like this. But like, if you're like bringing a podcast, this is a great engagement tool. If you really think about it, TikTok and shit, they do that with that Galaxy and all that shit that they like have on their live, right? It's a reward system. You just buy that shit off TikTok. Essentially, we give you, in this case, we give you the tokens. We issue like a Twitter. We can issue a tokens. Hey, this is an NFC. This is just a token drop, and for joining our podcast, you get like 50,000 tokens, and then you can come on there and like fucking just engage and like I don't know. I feel like I'm not that crazy for thinking this is like something that can have value.
Well, so thinking a little bit even down the line, a little bit more bigger picture, it's like this is an issue that. Like, what's the biggest thing that you hear about crypto? It's like all the rug pulls and everything like that. If you solve the idea of just like, hey, this is a way you could reward your viewers for coming to view you, and each individual, we just reproduce this and build this for every creator.
That's a great idea. We should
I'll cut that out of the podcast. We go beep, but
Dude, yeah,
but
that's pretty funny. Honestly, I think this is something to explore, see where this goes. If the cost is not that high to issue 100 billion tokens, which I don't think it is, because there's some who name tokens.
no, I mean the token. I mean it's arbitrary kind of thing. I mean until you put some money into it, kind of thing. But
we just buy all the supply.
It's just so everything right now is you're not going to build a new coin like Ethereum. You would probably build it on top of one of those.
Oh yeah.
Because it's an NFT, right? Yeah, I don't know.
No idea. This is not a vibe code thing, Oscar.
No.
I know somebody that made their own fucking NFT though.
What is Farcoin? Is Farcoin on?
There's a fart coin. There's probably any coin. If you think of a name, it's just a product. What is the purpose of these things though? What do they do?
They're meme coins in most cases. Well, let's see the website. Let's see what it says.
It's trading for how much? That is insane. What is the market value? Disrupting crypto so one fart at a time. This is
37 cents.
So what is
market cap is $373 million.
So what is it though? What is the point of it?
Tokenizing farts with the help of bots.
but I'm trying to understand what is the point? Because you can't what does it accomplish?
It doesn't do
let's think of Chainlink, or think of Litecoin, or
Farcoin is a meme coin with no intrinsic value or financial return expectation. This token exists purely for entertainment purposes, and it has had 300
So someone is incredibly rich from this. Whoever made this is incredibly rich.
If they held on to it, yeah.
And you would have to at least
some. If you bought 10 million,
if you issued the coin, let's say you issued the coin, right?
Yeah.
And there's probably a Bob coin, dude. Check it. Just don't get too excited, dude. Bob coin already exists.
Bob coin for sure exists.
Bob coin.
The boring protocol.
Oh, that actually sounds like a legit company.
But we could just call ours Bobcoin.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say you make the app, right? Fucking, they're worth nothing, dude. They're just a scam. Another fucking scam, dude. Okay, wait. They're only worth what's the market cap? Oh, wait.
250 million Bob.
It's worth nothing, dude. It's worth $20. Okay, how do you make this?
Market cap is 4,000.
Dude, that's nothing. Go all time.
Where do you see all time?
Oh, it had a high.
When it first came out, and then just
whatever, dude. It's fine.
It was built on Solana. Well, we got to figure it out.
That's a good I think more and more people are going to start doing that. You're basically creating your own economy, like a micro economy, right? And then that whole system is tied to like a larger real money economy. Because what's the difference?
Does that exist? Though?
You think about World of Warcraft, for example, right?
Yeah, where it has yes.
Well,
that's how all the games make their money, kind of thing. Yeah.
So there's a whole thing, but there should be a way to tie that World of Warcraft money theoretically to a NFT type of thing where you can take it out for real money. I mean, people cheat and shit. They gotta figure that out. But anyways, what do we got for the good news, dude?
I gotta do a little intro. We gotta make a little side clips of the good news. Welcome to the good news. So this is where we do a weekly uplifting story. This is, I think, the first one we could do formally, I could say, arguably, but 3 uplifting stories of the week, right? So we want to get ourselves out of the funk of what life is. So, human kindness. Texas students surprise beloved custodian with a new car. In a heartwarming high school story, students in Collin County, Texas, gave their beloved custodian a surprise of a lifetime. After learning he didn't have a car of his own, the girls' volleyball team started a fundraiser and raised $9,000 in just one day. Local businesses chipped in with insurance, and dealership helped secure a new ride for him. When they lured the custodian, Abel Rodriguez, outside under false pretenses, he was greeted by cheering students and his new car. He was moved to tears, telling the kids, "I love you forever, guys. A genuine thank you from a man who's always had their back." Kindness is its own reward, but sometimes it comes with four wheels and a full tank.
That's a wholesome story.
That's nice. October 29th. Good News Network was the source of that. So, we're not making things up.
Good News Source is actually a company called Good. Hey, so someone's ahead of this, dude. We just got to get them on here.
It's not Good News, but yeah.
What is this, dude? Look at this. It says goats replace lawnmowers at a Vermont ski. One Vermont ski resort found found the greatest of all time solution for lawn care, literally goats. So essentially they they bought 150 goats and sheeps, nicknamed Choo Choo, like Choo Choo, not like Choo Choo, but like Choo Choo.
It says Choo Crew.
Choo. Oh shit! It says Choo Crew, dude. I just said Choo Choo. I didn't even see that. This is my dyslexic ass.
The fact that he put so much emphasis, Choo Choo. Okay, guys. I'm like, no.
Like it makes sense though. Like choo all the grass. Yeah. Anyways, take away weeds from the slopes instead of noisy mowers. So these guys look to fluffy animals, basically trimming down 25 acres of grass, bush, cutting back on fuel, using from those lawnmowers, preventing erosion. So there you go. They got a buffet up top in the mountains, and it's eco-friendly and keeping the resorts clean.
The resort says that they are the goat
of landscaping.
All right, last but not least, we have vitamin K breakthrough offers hope for Alzheimer's. Hey. So scientists in Japan have discovered that a surprising ally in the fight against Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, plain old vitamin K. In lab studies, a tweaked form of vitamin K prompted brain cells to grow 300% faster than normal. If that effect can be replicated in humans, it could slow down or even reverse neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and Huntington's. Something never achieved before. It's early stage research, but because vitamin K is a safe natural nutrient, turning it into a treatment might be faster and easier if it proves effective. Not so much of the FDA kind of yellow tape and everything like that.
Did you know that Alzheimer's is called diabetes C? Oh, AB. That was AB. There's two types of diabetes, right? A and B. Type A, type B. Yeah. So type C. It's called type C. That's what they say.
That's Alzheimer's?
Apparently, that's like a... I don't know how accurate that is, but that's what I also heard.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, glucose, because Alzheimer's, they say it's eating your brain. Carbohydrates arguably turn it to glucose, and that's what eats your brain.
Yeah, so type C.
It's type of sugar, and things like that.
I also heard...
I don't know.
Japan is fairly close to cure... actually finding some sort of that's what we're reading right now. Japan finding a cure.
Grandma was right. Apparently eating your greens might actually help you remember where you left your keys.
Yeah, I drink, but you drink green juice? You drink some green stuff? Do you drink the broccoli?
From time to time, man. I eat a lot of vegetables. So every meal I eat, we eat like a good chunk of vegetables and then protein and just a small bit of carbs. But yeah.
Aren't you doing that race?
High rocks, dude. Fuck.
Soon?
Yeah.
Have you been running every day?
Kind of, yeah.
Where do you run? Do you go to the gym?
I go to the gym, but I've been running around here like 2 miles. I'm going to die, dude. I'm not going to.
You should run to my house.
I just realized, so hold on. I did the math and metrics. Well, not in metrics, but they put the race in metrics. And then I changed it to empirical, what I'm used to, right? Like the sled push, I have to push 335 pounds. I did it yesterday. And I'm like, okay, I put 345 pounds and I kind of struggled through it. This would mean that I would have to do 645 pounds.
It's half a mile, right? You're doing that for half a mile? No.
Uh,
How long are you pushing that for?
50
Oh,
yards.
okay.
It's not terrible, but it's like 300
50
pounds.
yards is like half a football field.
Yeah.
That's
300 yards I got to push.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I played football. I'm not sure if I was able to do that very well.
Hey, you know what?
I mean? It's like,
you can just bitch out early.
no,
and it's all okay.
no, my partner Zeta's dad, man. It's like, and
No.
he's
Just-
59 years
it's
old.
okay. It's okay. Just say,
He's
hey,
59
sir.
years old.
I'm
What
a
does that?
bitch.
What does that say about me? Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
a bitch. Just say I'm a bitch. It's okay.
And I don't want to say that. You know. What I mean?
know.
So I will be there, suffering, pushing through it, and we'll make it happen. But
All right.
in any case, everybody, thank you
Many
for
men.
coming to Bibhor and Oskar podcast, episode 30. We will see you soon. Arrivederci.
Are we out of YouTube, dude?
Not quite. Hold on. Bye.